Hey guys, I was thinking about all of you and what might be helpful for figuring out your wedding makeup. So, here's some suggestions I have if you want to get some cheap foundation. This is for people with oily skin, the Revlon Color Stay Longwear makeup. But if you want a different option, this is also really great. The Infallible 24-hour wear. This is also for oily skin. This is for combination skin if you wanted to get this. Fit Me is great. You can go into any drugstore and get this. These are all under $20, so it's really reasonable. This one's a little bit more lightweight, and it also is for the combination skin, maybe a little bit more on the dry side. This is for dry skin, so it's going to be full wear, full coverage, which might be good for pictures if you want to do that. Also in drugstore makeup. This is also for people that have dry skin. You can get the Revlon Color Stay also with the dry skin version as well. And this one is also a great option for those dry skin people because I know a lot of people have very dry skin. So this is full coverage as well. So those are some just drugstore makeup suggestions, but I do have some more higher end makeup suggestions as well. This is the House Labs foundation, which is amazing. This is what Brianna's using on her day, and it is very lightweight. It's also good for people that have more on the drier skin. So if you want to invest in a good foundation, that's awesome for that. This is full coverage, so be aware of that. It's like very full coverage, but it's amazing glow to it. So it's the Forever Skin Glow by Dior. And then this is also another awesome option. This is the one that I use all the time. It's Lancome foundation. And what's great is you can go into Sephora and they can color match you for all of these foundations. This is great. I also use this one for oily skin. I'm very oily skin, so this is an amazing option if you don't want your makeup to move and you've got very oily texture to your skin. But I would use this particular primer with the Fenty Beauty foundation because primer is important or else your makeup will not stay. So this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and this is really good for every other foundation that I just mentioned. If you did want a different option, this is also great. It's way less expensive. It's $10 for this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which essentially does the same thing. So I use this all the time. Here is another option if you're looking for some good concealers. This one is cheap, so it's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Corrector and Multi-Usage, concealer. This is also a great option. It's by e.l.f. It's the Halo Glow Liquid Concealer, which has been getting some rave reviews. So if you want something more expensive and something you can use for a while, this Tarte Shape Tape or the double wear shape tape is amazing. Doesn't crease. If you want something more just lightweight that you can wear all the time, I really love this. I used it one time. Great stuff, Clinique. And you can again get color match for this if you go into the store, which is nice. And then this is like the coup de grace. This is the best one I've ever used. It's the Hourglass concealer if you want to invest in that. So on to makeup, you're going to get a beauty sponge. I would suggest the Real Techniques beauty sponges. You can get them at Marshall's typically, and then you can use that e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. Oh, wait, is that what it's called? Or it's the Super Grip Primer. I don't know. Look back on the video. Anyways, I'm using that one, and I'm going to stick it, little face there. Okay, I'm going to stick it up all over the skin, especially in the T-zone, because that's where it gets the most oily, and wait about 10 minutes for that to dry. Fully, and make sure to moisturize before this as well. All right, now you're going to take, I didn't show you guys this, but this is the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. You don't have to get this one. It's just for people that really want to cover up pimples, which I got all over the face right now. Stress, Anyways, Hourglass foundation or concealer as well. You're going to just cover those. If you have any pimples on your day, you know that you're able to. You just cover them, wait about 5 minutes, and then you can put your foundation on top of it. Now that you've covered your face, or in my case, my whole face, because I have pimples everywhere, you're going to go in with your beauty sponge and kind of just pat it out. I know I said just put the foundation on top of it, but, pat it out a little bit before you put the foundation on top. And you could just stop here instead of doing foundation if you wanted to, but I'm not doing that, obviously, so. Now that's all pushed into your skin. You're going to take your foundation. I'm using the Lancome foundation and putting it right onto my beauty blender and then onto my skin. How you're going to do this is the same way as the concealer. You're going to bounce the beauty blender onto your skin. Do not drag your foundation or do not drag your concealer. Always bounce it onto your skin. so that it comes out really nice and clear. And you go under your eyes and on your chin and really just make sure that it gets really into your skin. And you can drag it onto your neck, but don't drag on your face. Okay, so this next part is really essential because it helps lighten your whole face and draws attention to the center of your face, so your face has the illusion of being smaller. But you're going to just put some concealer on the inner corner of your eye and then out towards the edge like a wing. You don't have to put as much as I am putting on right now. If you just want to do a little inner corner and then out towards the wing and then blend it in, you certainly can. Next, we need to talk about setting powder because a lot of people forget this. It's one of the most important things in your makeup routine, especially with foundation and you're using a lot of it. This locks everything in. So this is a great one that you can get. It's the Fit Me one. You can also get the Infallible 24-hour wear one as well. This is great too, inexpensive options, but if you wanted to get something more long lasting, this is the one I'm going to be using in this video. It helps lock everything in, this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And if you want something more glowy, this Hourglass translucent setting powder is absolutely amazing and is the one I'm going to be using on Brianna. But let's hop into what that actually is going to look like. So here we go. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and I'm going to put it underneath my eye. I'm going to put it right into my beauty blender and pat it underneath my eye just like this. And that's really essential to make sure that your makeup under your eye doesn't crease. And I just drag it out underneath all the way down and I'm going to put it on my chin as well as on my nose and then on my forehead and kind of just really push it into my skin. Especially for a really long day that we're going to be having, this is really important to do. Okay, so next, just take a fluffy brush. You can get one at Marshall's. Any kind of brush that's bigger and fluffier is good. We're going to do some bronzer next. So you can take the NARS bronzer. You can get the Physicians Formula bronzer. That's from CVS. Physicians Formula is great if you want a good option. Or you can just use mine. That's fine. But definitely get yourself a brush if you don't have one and just kind of push it into your skin, dab, and drag. At this point, it's okay to drag because everything should be set in place. So just start from the tip of your ear, the top tip of your ear down towards your mouth. That's a really good measuring tool to do kind of bronzer. And then you're going to take it and drag it up towards the top of your forehead, go all around the top of your forehead, and then just on the sides and underneath your jawline. Next, we're going to take some blush. I have a lot of blush, so you can always use some of mine, but you're going to take the same brush and just go towards the top of your face, towards your eye, like where the end of your eye is, and the side of your face and up. A lot of people to put it too close to their nose. You don't want to do that. You want to use the very last bits of your blush towards the center of your face, but really concentrate it on the end so it drags the center of your face to make it look way skinnier. Now you're going to take some setting spray, which is really important to make sure your face doesn't look like a box of powder. And I'm just going to spray this all over my skin. You can get really good setting powders really anywhere, even at CVS. Just grab like anything. It should work. I like this Infallible one. I think it's the best one that is drugstore brand. I don't even spend money on the expensive kind because I don't find that it makes that much of a difference. So that's probably the one I would suggest for you. And just let that sit for a bit before you start doing your other stuff.